All right, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about something I think affects everyone. Um, we live in a age where motivation is a big deal. People are always are talking about motivation and needing to be self-motivated or driven to get things done. And I am one of those people who definitely uh, turn on music to get me going, or I'll go on my social media account and there's plenty of motivational speakers to kind of just sometimes get the day going. And the reality is it's very hard sometimes to do the things that we know need to get done. When I was a kid, I was kind of often puzzled uh, by adults who had problems or dilemmas. And as a kid, it was just like, oh, well, why don't you just do this? Or why don't you just do that? But just doing isn't always that simple, even if it's a simple act. And this is a great example of what I mean. Here I have built a system for my home office that allows me to walk. Um, it allows me to get my exercise in. I'm able to walk miles, but yet it's not always easy for me to press this little start button down here. Uh, for whatever reason, as a human, I have to really work up the strength to take my finger and press that start button sometimes. Now it has gotten easier over the time, the longer you do it, but you do have your ups and downs, your peaks and valleys, where maybe there's a few days where you're just kind of bummed out and you just want to sit all day. And then other days you're driven and you're ready to go and do it. So I wanted to talk about that. I think motivation sometimes is like anytime, it's like a muscle. Anytime we work something out, it gets stronger over time. And I believe that motivation and self control and discipline, all of those great characters in a human being, can be strengthened over time. But it does take focus in order to do that. And the whole purpose of this channel was to help encourage each other in that regard, just pressing that start button. If you don't have a treadmill desk, maybe it's just scheduling that time every morning or evening to take a walk in your neighborhood. It could even be in your backyard, or maybe walking up and down the stairs, for 5, 10, 15 minutes just to get going. And that's what the whole purpose of this channel is about, is to really see what we can do as a community to encourage us to walk more. We know the many benefits of walking. I have discussed the benefits of walking, and I'm going to continue to discuss the many benefits of walking. There are so many. The science community, the health community has really, they're just scratching the surface of how it benefits the body. But all of that knowledge is useless if we don't use it, if we don't have the ability to press the start button on our treadmill. So I wanted to use this time to really encourage you, and mutually you can encourage me by leaving comments down below as far as what are you doing? What is your system? How do you get your walking in? How do you get your 10,000 footsteps in per day, or 20,000 footsteps? Whatever your footstep goal is, how are you achieving that? Both on weekdays and on the weekends, because sometimes the weekends can be our worst enemy. We can eat right all throughout the week, and then come Saturday, Sunday, we binge, and I am guilty of that as well. I'm still struggling with that. In fact, eating a healthy diet is more challenging and it takes more work than walking on this machine. Again, I am a firm believer in this machine. This machine is the easiest system that I have ever set up personally for my health. It beats going to a gym. I'm not lifting weights. I'm not doing HIIT cardio. I'm not fasting and dealing with hunger cravings. I'm not having to, make juice and and make meal prep. All of those things, although beneficial, and I do incorporate them into my lifestyle, I do. But my point is that that does take a lot more effort than taking my finger, pressing this button, and get to walking. Walking is so simple. And if you are a 9 to 5 worker, you work have a desk job, and you sit down all day, can you look at your circumstances and see if you can change it? Or if maybe you're a student, maybe you're not even in work, maybe you're a student, is there somehow you can turn your circumstances around? Is your current situation a big missed opportunity? Let me say that again. Is it a big missed opportunity? If you're sitting down for 8 hours a day, can we somehow turn that around into where you're strolling that same 8 hours? So just some food for thought. Let me know your thoughts on this. Have any of you gotten a treadmill desk yet? I would like to know, have you converted, maybe, there's tons of people throwing out their treadmill desks. You can go on Craigslist or OfferUp or Letgo or whatever you want. You can get, I think I got this treadmill desk for like $50 off of Craigslist. And I just converted it into my treadmill desk. But let me know what's going on and what do you do to get motivated? What drives you? Is it something visual? Is it music? Is it someone on YouTube that you put on to kind of get your day going? Is it coffee? So anyway, I'm babbling. This is Jay with Tread Effect. Stay tuned for the next video. Keep walking.